If you're using Linux computers in your classroom, the decisions are not just about which distro, which apps, or which activities. You also have to think about storage and charging. We'll look at a few time-saving tips on this Stu Does Linux. Hello and welcome to Stu Does Linux. I'm Stu Karoff, teacher, tech coach, Linux enthusiast, and open source Pied Piper. Feel free to come along. Take a moment to click like, subscribe, and that notification bell thing. And also, if you like what you see on this channel, go ahead and follow Stu Does Linux on X, Instagram, and Threads. The links are down below in the description. Let's see here. Framed album cover in my basement for this video is The Nylon Curtain by Billy Joel. Definitely an underrated gem. Most of the time, I shoot these videos right here in my basement. But for this one, I thought a different approach would be better. Well, hello. Here we are in my classroom, and I'm looking at a situation that is, well, can be kind of common. And that is laptop chargers all together in a box like this, all messed up, a little bit like electronic spaghetti. Not super uncommon if you're into taking in stray laptops, but it can be a bit annoying. One tip is to separate chargers by manufacturer and by plug type. Now here I have chargers separated by type. Over here I got my, those are my Dell large plug chargers. I got my Lenovo chargers that have those yellow rectangular tips on them. I got some HP small plug chargers, and then I got some HP large plug chargers there too. Now, if the chargers came with a Velcro strap, you can use that to keep the cord together. If it does not come with that, bundle up the cord just using a rubber band. That way, you can keep your chargers from getting all tangled up together in the box so they don't become that big electronic spaghetti mess. And you can really pull out just one charger rather than pulling out a bunch of them. Now, this can be useful for helping to keep track of how many chargers you have of different types. And it's a great solution for those chargers that you're only going to use occasionally. But what about handling chargers for the laptops you want to use on a regular basis? If you're anything like me, your room did not come with an empty charging cart. But your Linux laptops will still need to be charged, either for use during class or for Linux Club after school. When I first started teaching here at my current school, on club days, I would yank out a bunch of power strips and then yank out a bunch of chargers from boxes like these and just start plugging everything in from start to finish, kind of in a manual fashion. And to get 24 or so laptops set up, it would take me 20, 25, sometimes 30 minutes to get everything done. That's not a good long-term solution. I needed to come up with something better. This is what I came up with. After a fair amount of trial and error, here was the solution. I created charger sets that could be kept in place or brought out just when they're needed. These charger sets are made up of a power strip, 6 chargers, and they're bundled together with the intention of keeping them together. To build these, you'll need power strips, preferably with surge protection. Now, I included a link down in the description for a set of these on Amazon, but truth be told, there are lots of places that you can get power strips, and one recommendation I want to make is actually talk to the people in your building who know where things are. The custodian, the IT person, the secretary in the office. It's possible that there are a few of these laying around waiting to be used. See if you can get those. You're also going to need a roll of hook and loop strap, commonly called Velcro, and I got the kind that had these metal buckles because they worked out really great for getting things cinched up very tightly, and that helps to keep the bundles of chargers together. I also included the link for this. I bought it on Amazon for $12.99. It was worth every penny. Next, you're going to need a place to store your chargers and power strips. I used one of those box on wheels things that are common in the business world. Amazon has them for $30 to $50. Any box will do, but this one makes it easy to get around the classroom. As for the laptops, I put those in a cupboard, and that seemed to do the job pretty well. Here's how you build the charger sets. First, decide how you want your laptops grouped together. I think it's best to group them together by charger type, if possible. If you could take 5 or 6 of the same type of charger and group them together, it will help you and your kids when getting everything plugged in. Lay all the chargers and cords in a straight line, lining up all the cords. So here I got the plug-in at one end, and then I got the bit that goes to the outlet at the other end. Then I bunch my bricks together in the middle and measure around the whole group. Now this group comes in at about 12 inches. I'll add 6 inches to that. Go over to the roll of hook and loop strap, cut off about 18 inches. Thread one end through one of the metal buckles that came with it. Fold over about 3 inches to hold the buckle in place. Wrap the strap around the group of chargers, forming a bundle of them. Shift them around while you do it so you move them into a position that won't shift around when pulled really tight. Pull the other end of the strap through the buckle, cinching it tight. Then stick the grippy side down and smooth it over. Now it's tight. Now you repeat that with the other strap. Now this gets the chargers together. Now the cords. On the end with the plug, these cords came with Velcro straps. What I did was I simply spaced each one of these straps about 10 to 12 inches down from the last one, on down through these bundle of cords. And then with that one individual strap, I'll wrap up all 6 cords. Here, here, and so on, leaving a little bit of room at the end so that these can get to the individual laptops. All together, then those 6 individual cords will now function as one cord that just has 6 individual ends. Now, for the electrical plug-in, since these will probably not have Velcro straps, I just bundle them together with rubber bands. Or, if you prefer, you can cut short strips of the Velcro off of the roll and use those to bundle the cords together. These cords will probably not be as long, so you may only need a couple. Like here, I just used 2. Once that is done, plug all of the electrical plugs into the power strip and voila! A complete charger set. Keep the whole thing together, pull it out as necessary, plug it into the wall, and plug in your laptops. A whole lot quicker. Make as many of these sets as you need for the laptops you need to charge. My current Linux Club groups are 20 students each, and each student is assigned his or her own laptop for use during club meetings. Now, since each one of these sets can plug in 6 laptops, I needed 4 of them. Now remember, doing all of this from scratch took somewhere in the range of 25 minutes. 25 minutes out of a teacher's day is a big deal. However, with 4 of these, getting laptops set up went a lot quicker, especially if you involve your students. Here are 3 of my students, Ben, Naveed, and Jordan, to demonstrate how fast the setup can go with pre-made charger sets. Let's watch. Instead of 25 minutes, my kids can get it done in less than 3. Putting it all away takes even less time. One step beyond this is to combine these charger sets with a shelving unit. At my last school, my room came with one of these Ikea Kallax shelves. Just put the charging units into a couple of the cubbies at the bottom and run the cords up the back. Each cubby above the bottom ones can hold 5 or 6 laptops. And it works. Well, that's all for today. Let me know what other topics you want to see about Linux in class in the comments below. And remember, if Stu does Linux, so can you. Have a great day.